Yo, what's the word? Yo, shout out to Deadpool and Wolverine. I was there day one, opening night. Had to go see that. These are my two guys. This is from the sandbox when I used to go buy comics at Shaba's at the deli. Shout out to Shaba. Yo, Shaba had all the comics in the back. And you'd be lucky because there was all types of comics, but to find the official Marvel comics, it was lit back growing up. It was lit back then. Yeah, all the comics, bro. We grew up on this shit, bro. We grew up to see Deadpool and Wolverine. This is one of the best stories we always wanted to see come to life. Like two dudes that they can't die and they're tough as shit and they're funny as shit and they're cocky, they're everything. It's like this was like the best. This was like the balance too. Like Wolverine's serious, Deadpool's like fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like Deadpool's just a fucking walk, just a jokes all day, and he been like that in the comics. So you know what I'm saying? These are the two best casted characters too. Um, Man, it was epic, bro. From the beginning, from the bye. That shit was lit. We was in the movie theaters, like, hey. He was going crazy, bro. Off the rip, he was going crazy. That was one of the best intros ever. To the fact that um, in Bye is literally, if you go on iTunes, it's it's categorized as a Deadpool from Deadpool. It's like bye from Deadpool. That's insane. Like for that to be classified because bye is a legendary song, but now that shit is of the Deadpool movie stapled in it. Um, the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Uh, Shit. I think I watched it like three, 4 times by now. um, is great, bro. The cameos were elite. Shout out to it was hilarious. I knew that was who Johnny Torch was gonna be, bro. I knew it. I was like, yo, he's gonna say Flame On, bro. Watch. When I seen him, for some reason, and the shit happened, bro. That was fire, off the rip. Then, I don't really. That was crazy. That was like, Johnny Torch with like Johnny Torch with a Captain America accent, like or some play on that accent was weird. I don't remember if Johnny Torch actually spoke like that in the original Fantastic Four, but that was good. The Wolverine variant scene was great. That was amazing. They finally brought the eye patch Wolverine to live action. That was fire. Um, the short Wolverine, Short King is hilarious. Short King Wolverine, and the memes that's going on with that is hilarious. Um, even the one with all the skulls and shit. That shit was like I could imagine the story that's connected to Wolverine. That shit must be a crazy story. Um, what else? Just oh, and then the Hulk and Wolverine, the Hulk cameo. When I didn't even really know that. Um, is it the brown suit? The brown suit is when Wolverine for a Hulk that was in the brown suit. I didn't know that was like specific to that. So that was a dope um cameo. I wish they would have had more. Like they supposedly rumored to be a Wolverine Hulk movie. That would be fire because I definitely want to see more of Hulk and Wolverine fighting. Like that's another classic like team up combination versus that was always a thing. Wolverine versus Hulk and Deadpool and versus Wolverine. Like that those was tough. I'm trying to picture it. Like remember if there was any other kind of like what do you call it rivalry, but those are the ones that everybody knows off the rip. Like thinking of those epic rivalries was the Deadpool one and was the Hulk and Wolverine one. So shout out to them for making that happen and like bringing reference to that, using that as a reference because that's like real comic shit. That um Cassandra was I like Cassandra. She was tough. I liked her. She was definitely tough. And yo, the fact that they brought Blade back was amazing. That was everybody in the movie theater was cheering like yo. Then you had Channing Tatum's Gambit. That was fire. Lecture. They brought a lecture back, and they brought X-23 back. That was elite. That was like perfect, perfect people to bring back. The Magneto joke was hilarious. It, it was all relation to like that, basically the end of the Fox Studios Marvel, like a ode to that, and they hit all nails. They hit everything, man. They brought Sabretooth back. They brought Toad back. They brought they brought Mad. Even in the Easter eggs, there's a bunch of characters. They brought that dude Ezekiel back from X Men. What was it? First Class. That was dope. Um, that's why this movie is still number one. Still number one. What is this like? What is this? 2 weeks, 3 weeks later? 2 weeks later, probably 3 weeks later at this point, and Deadpool's already reached a billion, and it's still number one. Deadpool and Wolverine. That's fire. That's fire, and it's just because it's a good movie. Great movie. Come on, Shannon Tatum as Gambit, bro. He hit, yo, that was lit. That was lit. He literally lived his dream right there. Like just the same way how Deadpool wanted to how what's it called Ryan Reynolds wanted to always his dream was to be Deadpool. Shannon Tatum had that same dream, and yo, the fact that Deadpool Ryan Reynolds was able to make that happen for him was elite. So that was like, yo, shout out to Ryan Reynolds. His his genius, his genius in putting shit together is amazing. Like, it's very underrated. Very underrated. Shout out to Ryan Reynolds, man. He brought Wolverine back in one of his best performances ever, if not the best performance. So he had the mask, bro. What? This is what we always wanted to see. The Deadpool scene was fire. Like, yo, this movie was elite all around. I don't want to. I don't care what critical drinker says. This shit was fire. It was exactly what a Deadpool comic would be like. The way Deadpool would explain this shit. It was all over the place, but it was exactly what a Deadpool story would have been like. I don't care about fucking all that, yo. Tony Stark's death and Wolverine's death was for nothing. I don't care about that. The multiverse cleans all that up. No matter. The multiverse is what it is. They introduce it into the story. The time travel and all that is what it is. So why not use it? How the hell you're gonna have time travel and not use time like the the possibilities of the time traveling? So they're just using multiverse. It is what it is. Secret verse, Secret Wars has something to do with the multiverse, doesn't it? And Doctor Strange, doesn't he have something to do with the multiverse still? So it's like we're still in this. Loki, like this is all part of a part of the story. I don't understand how I don't get it. And it's so bad that the fact that you got to bring Tony Stark back as a variant, that's what I don't like about it. But it'll still be able to. Actually, I do like that. If they would have brought Tony Stark back as just he's like just he's playing the character like Thanos and Josh Brolin, he's Cable. Like if he did, I did not like that. There's no way they could play it where him just always wearing the mask. So the actually the multiverse shit saves that situation, which I don't like. I didn't want the story to be told. I'm probably gonna be do a story on that too, like do a show. Or I could explain it here, like yo, I didn't like the Deadpool the Doom casting. I would have felt better if they just did the whole original story all over again, but in a different type of situation. You don't have to go all the way. Well, actually, you you could explain it however you would like to, but like I guess this is fresh. I don't know. Every day it's like I'm kind of warming up to it, but want I don't want Tony as a, a Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom was stocky. Was like a tall guy. Like you like come on. Like Tony is not like of that stature. You know what I'm saying? I would like like a more tall, kind of fit dude that can act to do that. That has that accent or really portrays the accent well. I didn't, but see the multiverse it saves a lot of things for them. Luckily, and the fact that Loki was so good kind of solidifies that story for them to keep using until Secret Wars, and then I guess they'll just go to a whole another type of situation of explaining things in the movies. But shout out to Deadpool and Wolverine. Like I said, me and Don was day one because we knew it was gonna be a banger. Knew it was gonna be super lit because we know everything that's lit. That's why this show is what it is. Like we know what's fire and what's not. So that was a car scene was good too. Nice Deadpool was hilarious. And the dog. Yo, go check it out if you didn't see it. It was top notch movie. I don't want to give away every. I pretty much did, but there's still a lot of things like that's how great this movie is. There's still a lot of things that I probably didn't spoil. So yeah, trying to show. I don't know why I did that. Fing.